Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show, and I am always happy because if you aren't already, Park Silly Sunday will make you happy. That's what they do. That's their job. And I've got Kate here, and she brought Sabrina and Rhonda from ABC Great Beginnings. Welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Great to have you guys here. I'm terrific.
Yeah,
it's a Friday.
It's a Friday.
We're only 2 days from Park Silly Sunday.
I know. Yeah. So this Sunday actually is Father's Day, as I'm sure you're very aware. And if anybody's not aware, get your cards out, get your phone calls in.
Take care of Dad.
Take care of Dad all day. So our theme this weekend is Mustache Sunday. So when you do come to the market, try to wear silly and funny mustaches. Okay. There's always a theme, yes.
Mustache
Sunday.
I like this.
Yeah, we did it last year and it worked out really well because those are really easy to find in any of the gift card stores or anything. So that's an easy one, as opposed to when we do superhero and all the other different themes we have coming up. So
how did Dr. Nurse go?
Dr. Nurse went really well.
See how you laugh about that? I threatened to show up in nothing but a stethoscope. It's a good thing I didn't do.
We were waiting. We were waiting. We had many.
Dr. Davis.
Yeah,
Dr. Davis.
Exactly. We had many nurses and doctors waiting for that to use that stethoscope. Yeah.
Right. Oh boy, it's just a good thing I didn't. But yeah, what a fun time. I love that you do the themes. I do. Yeah. I think that's an important part of it because I came over there dressed like this once, and you're like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
You're taking off my jacket, throwing stuff on me, and the next thing I know, I'm wearing shorts with the
big
bomb
butt
hanging out. Yeah.
Exactly.
I was not prepared properly for Park Silly Sunday the very first time. You guys have been before, so you knew what you were in for, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you know that we expect some great mustaches then, among other accoutrements this weekend.
Their booth is actually going to be doing hats for Dad, that the kids can come and decorate the hats and get some arts and crafts. So they'll be right in front of the bounce houses.
That's what teachers do.
Yes, yeah.
Project for Dad.
I know, yeah. So it's exciting. I mean, the reason we got involved with them is because their center here, ABC Great Beginnings, is in Park City. They also have 7 other centers throughout Salt Lake area. But Sabrina actually taught my son, Grayson, back a few years ago. Yeah, so it was great. And so she contacted me to see about maybe sponsoring, becoming a sponsor of Park Silly. So they sponsor our entire kids area. So all the free kids activities that we host, the free bounce houses that we have, they help us keep the cost of the rock climbing wall down, and and they also are right in that great center area where all the parents are drinking and their kids are playing.
Yes, there are some very happy parents.
There are some very happy parents. Kids stay close. Yes. Yeah.
And now some expert handling, which is even better.
Right. Yes.
You get on them doing something good.
Yeah.
Because before it was like, yeah, they're still over there.
Well, that's kind of it's still that hasn't changed. Just FYI.
We do a head count.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to do it occasionally. That's for sure.
Yeah.
What awesome stuff, though. In all truth, though, you've both been educators for a long time. Tell me a little bit about your background and why you like teaching kids. I think is an important thing to talk about.
Well, I started when I was 16, so going on 17 years now.
And you're only 22.
Yeah.
Right.
I really got into early childhood because I love when kids learn something for the first time. When it's, look, I wrote my name and I know my colors and my shapes. So that's really why I got into teaching, and then over the years, I became a director. But I just love, all of the ages, but preschool and the younger kids is definitely my favorite.
Awesome. How about yourself?
I've been in the industry since I was very young as well. Only a few years. In the industry for a really long time.
You guys are 28 and 29.
Right,
yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I love what we do, working with children 6 weeks to 12 years, so you get a wide range.
Right.
And it's awesome to see how they learn and grow, and we have such an impact. We have the ability to write on their slate every day. Yeah. And I love that.
And it's great because we can get them, at birth, and some will stay with us until they go to kindergarten, and then even join us sometimes after. So you see these kids grow up for years.
What are some of the challenges you've seen parents have nowadays with teaching? And I think we're in a brave new world. There's no doubt. With computers and video games and things, and just trying to get your kids to go outside, for crying out loud, is hard. What do you find are some of the challenges to education?
I think having the digital items that they want to use all the time, the iPads, instead of getting out and doing things, the social skills. They really do a lot of things just by themselves. The phones, we have 5-year-olds with cell phones, you know, and doing all of that, and then they forget that there are people around them. And so that's what I think is the biggest thing, really getting children to remember that they need social skills as well.
Engage with others.
And engage with others, and respect for others, that kind of thing.
Wow.
Definitely.
What about helicopter parents? I got to ask about that. Teachers have an interesting take on helicopter parents, right? So
that's so true.
Can you give me a little on that, Sabrina? What do you see? Do you see? Do you end up with the parents? You're like, okay, look, I gotta. If you want to teach your kid, give me a minute. You know, like
you gotta let go.
Gotta be a little bit of that.
Let go a little bit.
Sometimes
there is, and you'll have a lot of the parents that.
It's good to be involved.
Yeah. That it's drop off time, and they'll be crying, and they just kind of linger and linger, and finally you're like, I think it's best if you just go. They'll be fine. I promise. They'll be fine. You can call.
Trusted adult here. Got it.
I promise. Soon as it's just for show. I promise. Soon as you leave, they'll be fine. Yeah, so we get a lot of those.
That's so funny. Education is so multifaceted, from teaching them the interaction, the sharing, the caring, all the other things that we don't give teachers credit for doing, let alone teaching them ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. There's just so much more to it. So tell me a little bit about the mission of ABC and what you guys do.
We develop the whole child. So we use Mother Goose Time curriculum. So we do the letters, the numbers, colors. There's a theme every month with a social skill that we teach as well. So it's a different social skill each month. We encourage parent involvement. We do a lot of parent activities and try to get the parents to come and be involved as well.
Yeah, because sometimes we have those parents too, the ones that are like, had nothing to do with this. I made them. You get to do everything else. You're like, no, really, you're not done making them yet. Right?
It's very true.
Yep.
Yes.
And they, so it's really great to have the parents involved in all the things that we do.
Yeah.
So. It's nice,
important part of it. Yeah. So, I think that the thing that's overall, I think, is that we're never done learning, right? I mean, this is something that all of us as adults do too, and it's, at least we hope, right? You should be learning every day. Teaching that love of learning, I think, early is probably the key.
Definitely. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. These are great people you got. As always, Kate, you guys find these alignments that I'm like, I didn't think about school and Park Silly Sunday, but it makes sense.
Yeah, and one of the things I will say too that is so important in this town that I think a lot of the other preschool and daycare centers don't offer is their particular preschool offers, they're not on the school schedule, so they only take major holidays off. So as a parent, when you're trying to juggle, thankfully I only had to juggle one kid, but I know many parents in this town that are juggling 3 and 4 kids, and they're looking for, appropriate schools to have their kids in. That's a really great one, just because they only take the holidays off. So there's somebody watching your children quite often. Yes.
Well, and I think the other thing I was going to mention too, that's so important, is realizing how much earlier we are starting with kids now. To be competitive in this world, they start a lot earlier.
Absolutely.
I was shocked at that, when I got, and I'll tell you what really scared me was when I saw my kids bringing home homework that was the same as what I had in college.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
Google, you can figure out how to do their homework.
Yeah, you have to, which is amazing. But yeah, this early start, when they're very, very little, is so important.
Yes, I agree.
That's where you guys come in.
We need preschool, or they're behind in kindergarten.
Yeah. What are the age groups you guys take? Where do we start?
We take 6 weeks to 12 years.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And in our centers, some of them are open Saturdays and even 5 a.m. to 1 a.m. So we have a wide range of time, because with the work market, there are many parents that have to work those late shifts.
Military, you're dropping your kid off at 5 for sure.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. So that's tremendous.
Yeah.
Pilots. We have a lot of them up here. I'm sure you guys get a lot of pilot kids on the way to a flight in the morning. Mm-hmm. That's wow. That's tremendous. What great hours those are. Really makes a big difference. Talk about where you guys are located.
So we have a center in Clearfield, West Valley, 2 in West Valley, 1 off of Bangerter and 1 off Redwood Road, Murray, Riverton, Jordan Landing, and Park City and South Jordan.
And where is our location up here in Park City?
It's just on Sidewinder,
Okay.
Prospector.
So just back here behind us. All right. Well, excellent. This is so tremendous. You bring
it is exciting.
So many great people to us, Kate. So tell me about
this weekend
and what we can expect. There's going to be some great music, I know.
We do, of course, have some great music. 10 a.m., of course, we always offer a fitness class. So we're going to have yoga this coming Sunday at 10 a.m. Yeah, exactly.
So you do a little yoga.
Yeah, at 11 o'clock we have the Mondays, which is a local band out of Summit County. At 1 o'clock we're going to be doing the Salt Lake City Jets, which is this little tumbling team, is going to come up and do a performance for us. Yes,
That's
so we're
great.
looking forward to that. I was like, you are on pavement, so bring a lot of mats. Then from there at 2 o'clock we're going to have Rebecca Frazier and Hit and Run, and she's a worldwide or a nationwide touring show, so we're really excited to have her.
That's awesome.
Our featured artist this week is Mia Vulcaner. She's a jeweler that actually Michelle and I, my counterpart, found in Salt Lake. We were at a museum and this woman was just beading jewelry right there, really intricate. And so she's going to be up in our featured artist, which is just to the left of the stage, showing us exactly how to bead jewelry, showing us her medium.
That's great.
Other than that, the typical, great Sunday Bloody Mary bar.
Yeah, five wives.
Five wives, exactly. We have Kung Pao Patrick's going to be playing at the farmer's market. Farmer's market still going off up by the post office. We've got tremendous vegetables going on up there already early in the season, so we're excited about that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right, lots of great stuff. I'll see you girls up there too, right?
Right.
Yes.
Thanks so very much for being here.
Thank you very much.
Get out the mustache. I might grow a real one.
Yeah, you can.
I can get it done in 2 days.
You thankfully can.
No, I really can't. Thanks so much for being here. It's Park Silly Sunday. Don't miss it. It's this Sunday.
This Sunday.
Right?
You got it.
Over here on Main Street. We will see you there, I hope, and we'll be right back here, I hope, right after this.